hang on, don't finish yet. I'm not together yet. Don't end yet.
What's on Radio 1 tonight, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you. 21 minutes past 2 is the time, but who cares about the time? Do we have a bank holiday today? Today is more or less a bank holiday in Britain, isn't it? I can't see any banks open. Anyway, listen, at 4:30, Pete's back with you today, Peter Pal. He actually went home to Manchester for Christmas, and he said to me, Steve, I once travelled from London to Manchester without a ticket. I said, Pete, how did you do that? He said, I walked. He's got Newsbeat, the old record race, the old travel roundup, and all the stuff. David Jensen tonight at 7 o'clock looking at New Year's resolutions, and John Peel has the Festive 50, and the Festive 50 tonight has Big Country, Jim Slips, Misty, Serious Drinking, Helen and the Horns, and Chameleons. And now it's time for one of those fascinating true stories on this show. That's right. It's about flashy cars and electric windows. Housewife Joan Wilson slipped behind the wheel of her hubby's gleaming new $20,000 sports car and started the engine. Seconds later, the car was at the bottom of a river and Joan was trapped inside. The water had shorted out the car's electrical system, which prevented Joan from opening the power windows or unlocking the car's automatic doors. But the gutsy lady stayed cool and freed herself from a watery grave. I felt like I was in a tomb, Joan later said, but I wasn't going to die without a fight. I started kicking the door with all my might. Thank God I finally managed to kick it open. And she'd saved herself. And she is the subject of another true story on Steve Wright in the Afternoon. Mind you, isn't it true of a lot of women? They often save themselves. Hello?
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 This is the professor speaking.
Professor?
Don't you know?
Yes?
Don't you know I'll be phoning you later? Goodbye.
Goodbye. Holiday Tuesday, Radio 1. Here's Cool and his gang. Get down.
Let's go!
That's what I call stepping out. Cool and his gang. And straight ahead. Oh, good afternoon. How you doing? I tell you what, London is so dead today. But this studio is so alive and so hot already, and we've only been here an hour. Hey! 26 past 2 now, the Christmas weather roundup. This little piece put together by Peter Mason. It was Britain's warmest Christmas on record. Did you know that? Britain's warmest Christmas. And everybody was talking about a white Christmas, and it's the warmest Christmas on record. In America, the icicles just grew longer and longer as temperatures had reached a balmy 60 degrees. Florida folk covered their suntans with fur coats and shivered. For them, too, it was a record breaker, their coldest and bleakest Christmas ever. Well... Apparently in America, blizzards raged throughout eastern states and much of the country was frozen under a blanket of thick snow. The US Freeze Up claimed more than 150 victims over the Christmas holiday, mostly on the roads, yeah. And in Georgia, gales blew down power lines, leaving thousands without electricity on Christmas Day. So that is a shame, actually. In some regions, temperatures dropped as low, this is in America, as low as 50 degrees below. That is just ridiculous. Meanwhile, Australians may be used to sunning themselves on Christmas Day, but this year it was the third hottest on record. This is in Australia. Temperatures in Sydney topped 100 degrees Fahrenheit. For the first time in 26 years. Thousands spent the day on the beach and in the water, with surf clubs reporting record crowds. Well, isn't that a thing? Doesn't that make you sick? Doesn't that make you sick? Mind you, it's not right, really. It isn't right. Get them dogs off, by the way. Where are the geese today? Somebody eating them for Christmas? The Pretenders and 2,000 Miles. Coming up on 2:30, we'll have the news for you in just a moment. What was I going to say? I've forgotten now. Get them geese off, please. Hang on, let me just get this door. Damien, the social worker.
Hello, Fibre.
You look terrible.
Damien, the social worker, suffering a little bit of a hangover today.
I can see that, yes.
All greetings.
Yes, to you
I'll be in a
too.
little later on.
All right, Damien, see you
I
later.
need something to liven me up, man. I think I'll go and run through a hop.
Good idea. Bye.
National Radio 1.
News on the network now at 2:31. Here's Ian Parkinson.
Radio 1 News.
The Soviet leader Yuri Andropov was again absent when Communist Party chiefs met in Moscow this morning to plan their economic policies for next year. Police in the Midlands are looking for 2 prisoners on the run from Stafford Jail. They scaled the perimeter wall after tying a number of sheets together. They've been named as Terry Kirk, who's 38, and 19-year-old Keith Lame. That's all for now. There's more news here on Radio 1 at 3:30.
Sunday to Thursday, Steve Wright in the afternoon.
23 minutes to 3. It is so windy today. Ask me how windy it is. Ask me how windy it is.
How windy is it?
What are you saying?
How windy is it?
It's so windy you can spit in your own eye. That's windy. All right, as I say, we'll reset the CTQ in just a minute. What is that thing down there? Oh, it's a little dog that moves along. Did you get that out of a cracker? Oh, isn't that the cutest little thing you've ever seen? That's great. How does that work then, Sean?
Oh, I don't know.
It's a photoelectric cell, isn't it?
No, it's,
So what do you do when you go like that and moves along?
it's dead. Oh, no.
You've broken it, mate. Get out.
Sorry.
These afternoon boys and their Christmas toys, they are so sick.
Hello?
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 Hello? Is
Hello?
that the Steve Wright on a holiday on Tuesday afternoon?
Yes, Professor.
I see today that exports have increased 7% during 1983.
Correct.
And alcoholism is up 4%.
So what?
So it means more ships are getting loaded than people.
Good one.
Goodbye.
Keep in touch with yourself.
Hi, this is Robbie Benson with news of a new sound for Sunday night on Radio 1. It's going to be funky, it's going to be jazzy, and it's going to be soulful too. Join me at 9 for the new sound on Sunday night. 275 285 and Stereo VHF. It's this Sunday for the first day of funk.
What is he saying?
Funk it.
Thank you, Doctor. BBC Radio 1 275 285 FM 88 to 92 megahertz is one of my favourite tunes from this year.